I have been manifesting signs, and I've read a lot, or watched a lot of your videos on signs and what they mean and how to interpret them. But I'm getting signs in two different directions on my career. I feel very passionate about...
Then don't follow any of them.
Oh.
If you're getting opposing signs, it means that your point of attraction is jumbled, and the signs are coming in response to your jumbled vibration. So just give it a minute. Give yourself an opportunity to get into greater clarity. When we say, don't take action unless you know for sure you're in the receiving mode. So if you're getting contradictory signs, it must mean you're in a different receiving mode than that one, yes?
I guess I understand, but when the signs happen, I was at a complete allowing.
Give us the details of what the signs are, in other words.
Okay, I had a day off.
Did you say that they seem to be opposing?
No, they're not opposing. They're just very both. I feel passionate about both directions. They're both in healthcare.
Then flip a coin, take one.
And
you feel very passionate about both of them. Can you do them both?
Not that time matters.
Then
because
pick
we know,
one.
But
then pick one.
Okay. One would require more of the universe to be allowing things to happen, and
so one's ripe and one isn't?
They both require a lot of things to manifest.
Then neither one of them are ready.
But I see signs that which direction to take. Should I put more emphasis in one or the other? I guess I'll be clear.
No, just wait until there is a stronger impulse on one or the other of them. In other words, don't be so quick to jump into action. We're having fun with you. What we've been talking about all day is get into the receiving mode and then follow the impulse. And what you're saying is, well, I'm not sure if I'm in the receiving mode and I'm getting an impulse about this and an impulse about that. And so we said, then pick one and follow it. And you say, well, it's not quite ready. So we say, it must not be ready. It must not be ready. If it were ready, you wouldn't be asking about it. You'd be off and running toward it.
Okay.
You see, there's clearly something that we haven't explained well. Because you're not alone in this. You're still counting more on action than you are about alignment. These are the selling points on being certain that you're in the receiving mode. In that receiving mode, once the idea occurs and the ideas keep coming, you don't second guess yourself. You just feel the sureness of it. And the universe compounds and emphasizes the sureness of it by cooperative things happening. And if it's not happening like that, then you're still in the efforting mode. And if you're still in the efforting mode, then you're trying to make something happen through your action, or even through trying to think about it, that your vibration is not providing. Does that make sense to you? It's sort of like pushing a noodle.
Do I ignore the signs when they come then? If I don't feel that I'm ready.
Path of least resistance means come this way, come this way, come this way, come this way. But it sounds as if what you're wanting to do is say, I saw a sign, I'm going all the way. When what if the terrain between the sign and where you want to be isn't ready for you?
Okay.
Think of the signs as saying under construction.
Okay. And that's how it feels, is that it's a guide, but it's not quite done.
Lean in the right direction. Just keep your thoughts moving in that direction. Continue to work to be in the receiving mode as best you can. Continue to make the best of what you've got going on. Enjoy your life as best you can. And don't get out ahead of yourself. And don't try to force it.
I just know that you said there's at least minimum of 20 different options at all times. Am I limiting myself by only thinking of these two? I know that answer, but I guess if I feel so powerful, the vibration I get from both of them, the energy of empowering, envisioning how I would feel in either one of those two roles is so strong, I can't give up on it.
We don't want you to give up on it, but we want you to let your enthusiasm for it be enough until the action is just not something you can hold yourself back from. And as we ask those preliminary questions, that's not where they are. It's where you want them to be. It's where you'd like them to be. It's where they sometimes are, but there's not enough momentum that it makes it easy for you. So if you jump in now, it's going to be a rougher ride than you want it to be, and then a discouraging ride, and then you may even change your mind about something that really would be a good idea if you just give it time. Now, just stay with us a little bit. It would be like your inner being pointing out someone that you would really like to be with. But that person is not in the vicinity of knowing it yet. So you go to them and they say, you and I are meant to be together, so let's go. And they say, get away from me. And you say, no, I'm very sure about this, so take my hand and we're going. And then the restraining order comes because you're out ahead of yourself. You're taking action before the cooperative components are lined up. You see what we're getting at? And so it's sort of what premonitions are about. You're getting a glimpse into something, but you're not quite ready for it yourself. And until you're really ready for it yourself, it's not going to be the ride that you want it to be. And this falls in the category, we talked about it a little bit already here today, of trying too hard, of trying to make it happen through your action. And someone said, well, then I should be more patient. And we said, you don't have to be patient when you're finding alignment, but here's what we really want you to hear about this. So you've put the components of it into your vortex, and you've done a good job of gathering them up. And your inner being has done a good job of tending to them, and law of attraction's done a good job of bringing cooperative components. But you're not up to speed with your vortex. It's gestating. It's ripe for the plucking, but you're not ready for it yet. But you're trying to be ready for it. You want to be ready for it. You like the idea of being ready for it, but you're not ready for it yet. So now you begin getting ideas, which means your readiness is becoming more consistent. And the ideas feel really good to you. But the idea in and of itself is not satisfying enough for you. Hear this. This is really an important piece. Because you want to jump into it. You want the action. You want the engagement. You want the money. But we want the idea of it to be enough for now. We want the idea to be the manifestation that satisfies you this far. And we want you to wait for the next idea to be satisfying this far. And the next idea. Don't try to jump. Let the ideas come. Let the ideas be enough. It is a vibrational world. Let's say that you've been dreaming about a new car, and it got started because the one you've got is unreliable and ugly and uses too much fuel. And so the unreliable part's the part that's bothering you the most because you're not confident in it. You're not sure about it. And so as you've been experiencing that vehicle, it's been causing you to create a magnificent new vehicle in your vortex. But you're not satisfied with the idea of it because the awfulness of the current car is pressing you so hard. So you want to jump into the new car before you're financially ready or before you have a place even to keep it really. You're not ready for it. Now, we're talking about readiness in a practical, physical sense, but it's the same sort of thing. If you're not vibrationally ready for something, it's not going to come because you've already let the universe know what you want. You've got to be ready for what you've asked for, and nothing less than that will do. So what we're trying to do a sales job on here is we want you to be satisfied for a little while with the idea of it. We want you to take pleasure from the ideas, because if you will allow yourself to take pleasure from the ideas, the momentum of those ideas will increase until your readiness will too, and then it will be yielded to you in an uncompromised and not distorted and unhesitant manner. But when you're trying to make it happen, then it's just awkward and hard, and then the next is awkward and hard, and the next is awkward and hard. It's time for you to trust the process and to let the universe yield to you as it is capable of doing. So what do you think is causing you, a lot of you do this, to want to force the issue? What do you think is at the heart of your impatience?
I think I'm focusing more on the next step instead of the bigger picture. So instead of...
Well, wait. Maybe, but that's not it.
Okay.
What do you think is causing your impatience?
I have all of these ambitions and energy that I just have pent up.
But that's not it either. What do you think is causing your impatience?
I guess I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was because I had all of these empowering ideas that I feel so strongly about. Like I want, and that I want to.
And I'm unhappy where I am without getting to do them. the impatience is caused from the attention on what isn't happening. So you're not taking pleasure from the idea. You're trying to get the idea to fix what doesn't feel good.
Okay.
That's really, really big. Impatience is always, I need to get out of here. I need to get away from this that I don't like and into something that I like better. But if you could channel that impatience into appreciation of the idea, so you're satisfied with where you are just a little bit and eager for what's coming next,
yes,
that takes that impatience out of it. And when the impatience is gone, then the ideas will begin to flow. Did you hear that? The what is gets in your way. And you don't want to believe that what is playing as big a role in your vibration as it is. But what is almost always plays a bigger role in your vibration than what you mean to, because you're not satisfied with the idea. You want the whole enchilada. You're not satisfied with the idea of the car. You want to be driving the car,
okay,
even if you can't afford it. You see?
So is visualizing myself in that role already too far of a jump?
No.
Am I jumping too fast?
It isn't usually, but don't force the visualization, receive it.
Okay.
Do you hear the difference? Don't force the visualization. That's trying too hard. Receive it. So as you let your impatience subside a little bit by saying things to you like, everything's on track and everything in good order and I'm in the receiving mode and it's unfolding perfectly and things are always working out for me and I love how the ideas are flowing. And then you're just savoring the idea when it comes, not trying to take it and parlay it into something that is action oriented already, but just enjoying the idea of it, enjoying yourself to be in the receptive mode and receive the idea of it, taking pleasure from the ideas. It's almost like, it's exactly like your inner being knows where you are in relationship to where you want to be and will tell you the most delicious story of how it's going to unfold. And you keep interrupting and saying, never mind, I don't want to hear the story. I just want to be over there. Just tell me the end. 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 And your inner being says, you can't handle the end. You're not ready for the end. You're not ready to hear the end. You need to hear this part and this part and this part. Enjoy this and enjoy this and enjoy this. And you say, enough of all of this. Take me to the end. We're describing not just you, but almost everyone. Where if you could listen, if you could get into the receptive mode, wouldn't you like to hear your inner being say, oh, you're doing so well. And you've come with such reason and purpose. And you're just right on track. And everything is unfolding magnificently for you. And you've sifted through life so well, and it has served you magnificently. And you've created a vortex that is just amazing.
I feel that it is. I feel
Vibrational reality has been gestating, it's growing, it's becoming ripe, and you're getting ideas of it and inclinations about it. And your mind is brilliant, and it is pliable, and it is tuning in. And your ability to be in the receptive mode is growing more in every day. And the things that you want are all stretched out before you. A lifetime of them, not all coming at once, but incrementally to satisfy you every step along the way. And all kinds of other cooperative components are lining up too. And they are becoming their version of readiness, like you're becoming your version of readiness. And the rendezvousing is just going to be so satisfying. You're going to get a sense of who you are and your true value and purpose. And allowing things to unfold is going to help you to understand the power of who you are and the cleverness of who you are. You have the ability to receive ideas and articulate ideas and act on ideas and inspire others toward ideas, unlike anything that you've yet conceived of, but that's all coming for you. And for now, just rest in the knowing that all of that is there and that it's all coming. Don't you like this story? Don't you want to just keep receiving this story and then the next chapter and then the next chapter and then the next chapter? And pretty soon the story will go like, look over there. Go talk to that guy. Ask him about this. See about this. Those impulses, those specific impulses will begin to come. And you'll feel the reveling of the source within you as you feel those impulses all coming to you.